People who never get tired. What's your secret? That's my secret, Cap. I'm always tired. I'm a person who experiences great laziness and sometimes ridiculous amounts of energy, and I finally understood that, at least for me, it's all tied to level of interest. If something is fascinating to me, I have ridiculously few limits. If something is boring, I'm ridiculously unmotivated. Unfortunately, it seems about 80% of life is in the boring category. Daily exercise, good sleep, lots of water, balanced diet, interaction with people, and all that in a cycle of good habits, decent diet, and sleep. I really hate how true this is. I want to believe there's a magic supplement or one weird trick or something to solve this, but damn it all, eating properly and going to bed and waking up at consistent times is by far the most effective and the only long-term sustainable solution. Adequate hydration and regular exercise are also super helpful, but diet and sleep are the main things by far. Everyone in here is saying caffeine, but for me, cutting out caffeine completely was the best thing I ever did for my energy levels. No coffee and no tea. I'm pretty sure my friend is on amphetamines, possibly cocaine. Her day is packed from the moment she wakes up to the moment she goes to bed, if she goes to bed. It's not just work. She just packs her day with so much stuff. She always has to be doing stuff, running places, meeting up with people. No one can keep up with her. You can't just hang out and smoke a bowl for an afternoon. It's always running errands, going out for ice cream, stopping at stores, cleaning a shed. She just has lists of objectives, and she's balls to the wall from the moment she wakes up to the moment she goes to bed. I don't know how she does it, and I could never live that life. I need a nap, just thinking about it. I can't say I never get tired, but I do have more energy and get more done than most people. I would consider these things the key to that. First, I work remotely FT, and I have a job that pays decently and gives a lot of time off. This is a huge privilege. No soul-sucking commute. I can sleep on my preferred schedule, which allows me to sleep better. And I have time, money to deal with stuff and to outsource some things. Second, I eat not perfectly, but pretty well with a lot of whole foods and fresh fruits and vegetables. Third, I am pretty active. Fourth, I do have a bit of coffee in the morning and sometimes a caffeinated diet soda at lunch just to help my brain stay sharp, but I try to avoid caffeine after midday. Fifth, my bedtime is pretty consistent and I pretty much always get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. 6, I do pace myself. My summer has been pretty busy, so I have purposely kept the schedule lighter the last couple of weekends. 7th, finally, I think a lot of people who complain about being tired all the time are actually experiencing some level of anhedonia, and that a lot of people, not necessarily all, would benefit from pushing through some of their tiredness to be more active. Devote some time to a more satisfying hobby than zoning out in front of a screen or being more social. Not every night or anything, but like a few hours a week. I find that I feel more tired when I am doing less. Exercise at least 5 times a week. Going to bed at a reasonable hours every day. For me, that's usually between 22, 30, 23. And sleep for 7 to 8 hours. Healthy diet with very little sugar. I don't drink coffee or tea with caffeine, and I have energy for the better part of the day. My batteries start to run out around 21 to 22. I think people who never get tired just have lots of practice functioning with less energy, so it seems like they are never tired. I am always tired, but I can function at any level. That is to say, normal people have devised ways to seem alive, alert, and awake. But there are others. Those only spoken of in Reddit threads and on fitness influencer Instagram, the uber enthusiastic, the overly cheery and chipper. Those people are not real and are actually robots sent back from the future to cause the human race to live in despair and eventually allow ourselves to lose in the robot uprising. Or they just drink a lot of water and get 8 hours of sleep every night. High-protein diet with exercise thrown in for good measure. I prefer the fly by the seat of my pants and just power through, but some would say those other people are doing it right. I work 1 full-time job, 1 part-time job, have a side hustle, and I am developing a product to hopefully sell. This all equals about 14-hour days. I'm tired, boss. What keeps me going? I need to ensure my wife can retire and we are not a burden on our children. Also, I drink lots and lots of water. 1 coffee a day, no alcohol. I smoke a few bowls before bed, and I'm out within 30 seconds. Not sure if I'm sleeping or just on the verge of death. It's almost certainly a genetic thing. I've met people who can be high energy for intense amounts of time without assistance on very little sleep. I'd imagine healthy diets and exercise and proper medication have incredible positive effects, and that being your most active, healthy self is going to feel great and benefit you pretty much no matter what. That said, some people are just like that. The person I'm thinking of in particular had Williams syndrome and does not use any stimulants in treatment. He's just like that, and no one can health and lifestyle their way into that. Definitely follow the health positive advice here, but also just be mindful of realistic comparisons. We're all different, and some people are just kind of naturally sleepy. Don't assume that without trying to improve your lifestyle first. But some people, even when healthy, remain very easily tired and need a lot of sleep. Going to the gym has been the absolute best thing for my energy personally, although I've been out of it for a while and feel like shit now. Also, eating enough is important. Try not to skip meals. They don't need to be timely, you just need to make sure you eat at some point. There's nothing wrong with having a late lunch, you don't need to skip it just because it's 3 p.m. If you find time to eat, then eat. Additionally, I found the best thing for my energy levels in terms of eating is good snacking. I usually end up slumped between lunch and dinner unless I get to eat something small between then. Something high protein like cottage cheese or yogurt, and then maybe a fruit is best generally. Maintaining eating habits is mainly how I maintain my energy when I'm not doing as much, but it's also very important when going to the gym, even if you're trying to lose weight. Losing weight isn't about not eating, it's about counting calories in and calories out. Not eating and then working out is only going to hurt you. For the record, I am not someone who never gets tired at all. Tiredness in the middle of the day is something I struggle with constantly. Caffeine doesn't help me personally, so I figured I'd share what does. Obviously, sleep, exercise, a healthy diet, salt, sugar, consistent intake of water, spinach. But honestly, just doing things. If I had a great weekend, for example, lots of activities or just being mentally engaged somehow, then I'm just moving faster and I feel better. And it sounds dumb, but a little smarter. IDK, just my 2 cents.